3 Korean Americans are expected to land in Washington, D.C. in 2 hours.
And even though we'll be in the middle of the night back east at that time, President Trump, we're told, will be there to greet them. KCON9 political reporter Dave Bryan is here with details on what this could all mean for peace in the Korean Peninsula. Dave?
Yeah, and the release certainly could maybe set the tone for that summit that's coming up as well. The North Koreans insist releasing these men is not a fake out, but is a sincere attempt to build goodwill before the summit with President Trump, a meeting they claim will be about eliminating nuclear weapons and building a new economy. This evening, 2 of the Air Force One fleet planes took off from Anchorage, Alaska, with 3 Americans aboard who were heading home after having been held in a North Korean prison for 1 to 3 years. The destination is Joint Base Andrews outside Washington, D.C., and President Trump says he and Vice President Mike Pence will be there to welcome the former detainees.
It will be, I think, a very special time. Nobody thought this was going to happen, and I appreciate Kim Jong-un doing this and allowing them to go.
Officials say the Americans, a businessman and 2 teachers, appeared to be in good health. Kim Dong-chul had been held since October 2015, Tony Kim and Kim Hak-song since last spring. Tony Kim is from Riverside, and his family still lives there. He graduated from UC Riverside. North Korean officials say the 3 men were detained for spying and hostile acts, but they appeared to be in good health. The released American prisoners put out this statement. We would like to express our deep appreciation to the United States government, President Trump, Secretary Pompeo, and the people of the United States for bringing us home. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was on the ground in North Korea for about 13 hours negotiating their release and met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un for about 90 minutes, working to finalize the upcoming summit between Mr. Trump and Kim Jong-un. The White House is expected to announce the details of the summit later this week, and the State Department says the meeting will last 1 day, but could go longer if needed.
Both sides want to negotiate a deal. I think it's going to be a very successful deal.
But on the other hand, the president said, trying to moderate expectations.
Everything can be scuttled. Everything can be scuttled. Doesn't mean a lot of things can happen. A lot of good things can happen. A lot of bad things can happen. But I think we have a really good chance to make a great deal for the world.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders says it was pressure from American sanctions that created the breakthrough, along with some help from South Korea, Japan, and China.
The president has also been very clear that some of that success is due to our allies and our partners, particularly both President Moon, Prime Minister Abe, and President Xi.
And even Republicans and Democrats who have been highly critical of President Trump acknowledge the apparent breakthrough and prisoner release is a major achievement.
Great news. It can only be viewed as great news.
Burbank Democrat Adam Schiff tweeted, "Very pleased to hear of the release of 3 Americans from North Korea. The North Korean regime has long used hostage-taking to gain leverage over the United States. I hope and pray these will be the last Americans to face detention or torture in North Korea." Now, CBS News Tonight is reporting that its sources say officials are now planning for the summit to be held in Singapore, either late this month or early June. Final details, as we mentioned, will be released later this week. So, Jeff and Lena, this is moving along pretty quickly.
That's right, Dave. Thank you so much. You understand you're going to bring live updates here on the latest on their arrival on CBS 2 at 11 o'clock tonight, so tune in then.